What's the worst question someone could ask you? For this kid, it was, when did you last see your father? Look at him, standing alone in the center of the room, his family watching, helpless, soldiers waiting for his answer. Every word he says could save his father's life or end it. This painting shows one of the cruelest moments imaginable: childhood innocence being weaponized. This is And When Did You Last See Your Father by William Frederick Yeats, painted in 1878. And yeah, that title has become a saying in English. You know when someone asks you a question that feels like a trap? When you're trying to figure out what answer they actually want? Because this painting defined what it means to be caught in an impossible question. But let's back up. What's actually happening here? The scene is England, the 1640s. The English Civil War is tearing the country apart. Royalists supporting King Charles I versus parliamentarians fighting for constitutional limits on the monarchy. And this house, it belonged to a royalist family, but the parliamentarians just took it over. Now look at the composition. Center stage is a young boy, maybe 8 years old, dressed in blue silk that catches the light. His hair is blonde and perfectly styled. His expression? That's what makes this painting brilliant. He looks innocent, alert, but you can see him thinking, calculating, trying to figure out what to say. On the left, the interrogators, parliamentarian officers. One is leaning forward, asking the question with this almost gentle expression, like he's having a friendly chat. But make no mistake, this is an interrogation. Another officer is taking notes, writing down everything the boy says, creating an official record that could be used as evidence. They're dressed plainly. No fancy clothes. That's intentional. The parliamentarians prided themselves on their austerity. No royal extravagance for them. On the right side, the family. The boy's mother, his sisters, maybe a governess. Their faces show everything: fear, anxiety, helplessness. They're dressed in rich fabrics and fine clothing. The wealth is obvious. These are aristocrats, and right now they can't do anything but watch their child navigate this trap. Behind everyone, a young servant girl. She's watching too. Her expression is heartbreaking. She knows what's at stake. And when did you last see your father? 4 words. That's it. But those 4 words are loaded. See, if the boy tells the truth, I saw him yesterday. He went to the barn. The soldiers go straight there. They arrest his father, maybe execute him for treason. But if the boy lies, I haven't seen him in weeks. He's betraying every lesson about honesty his parents taught him. And these are values that matter deeply to this family. Honor, truth, integrity. The boy is trapped. And Yeats wanted you to feel that trap. William Frederick Yeats painted this scene to show something specific: the natural frankness of children. Kids are honest by default. They haven't learned to lie smoothly yet. They haven't developed the filters adults use. And that natural honesty, in times of war, it becomes dangerous. Yeats was fascinated by these crisis moments, times when doing the right thing could lead to disaster. He actually based the boy on another famous painting, Thomas Gainsborough, The Blue Boy. That same innocent, aristocratic look, that same visual wealth. The kid in the painting was Yeats' own nephew. The girl waiting in the background, his niece. He used his own family to create this moral dilemma. Here's what makes this painting extraordinary. Yeats doesn't take sides. Look at those parliamentarian officers again. They're not evil. The main interrogator has a kind face. The sergeant standing with the little girl has his hand on her shoulder, almost comforting. like he understands this is hard for everyone. These aren't villains. These are soldiers doing their job, following orders. They're trying to find enemies of their cause. And the family? They're not portrayed as victims exactly. They're aristocrats who backed the wrong side of a civil war. Their loyalty to the king put them in danger. That's not heroic or tragic, it's just complicated. And that's what makes this painting so powerful. Nobody's purely good or purely bad. Everyone's just trapped in the horror of civil war. Look at the room itself. Rich wood paneling, fine furniture, paintings on the walls, expensive textiles. This is wealth, old money. The kind of family that's been loyal to the crown for generations. And now soldiers are standing in their hall, making their child answer questions that could destroy them. The invasion of this private space visualizes what civil war does. It doesn't stay on battlefields. It comes into your home. When Nimes unveiled this painting in 1878, it became an instant sensation. People crowded around it. They discussed it endlessly. And here's why it hit so hard. Victorian England was obsessed with certain values: childhood innocence, family loyalty, honor, duty, moral courage. This painting wrapped all of those values into one impossible moment. It became a moral parable, a test case for ethics. What would you do? What should the boy say? There's no right answer, and that drove people wild. Yeames wanted to create drama, a compelling historical scene, a moral puzzle. But what he actually created was something that reaches into your chest and squeezes, because that boy, he's every kid who's ever been put in an impossible position. Every child who's had to be the adult in the room. Every young person who's learned too early that the world is complicated and cruel. And the family watching him, they're every parent who's had to watch their child suffer and couldn't stop it. The painting stopped being a historical curiosity. It became a mirror. And that's why people still stand in front of it, still ask themselves what they would do, still feel that tightness in their throat when they look at that boy's face. So here's my question to you. What should the boy say? Truth or lie? Family or integrity? Drop a comment and tell me what you'd do.